by the pollution content of the atmosphere, I believe we have arrived at the latter half of the 20th century.
These are the Mika Media Series M8Cs, $49 each. I want to show you guys these as I unbox them. I have them in the bathroom. These are the Mika Media Series M8Cs, $49 each. I want to show you guys these as I unbox them. I have them in the bathroom and one in that bathroom, but now we are going to be putting them as our front left and right and our rear left and right. Right out of the box you see, I think these are to hold in the speaker grill. And then there is our instruction manual, and here is our actual speaker. Now, what we are going to be doing, I figured out really fast that you probably can't cut a circle with that insulating tool, but I want to Google it and see if anybody can cut a circle with it. If not, I'll use the handsaw. But basically, I got these out so I could get out the template because I have to make a trip in the attic. We want the center part. The other part of this is a paint shield if you want to paint the speakers. The inner part is a paint shield, the outer part is your template. Now what I will do is go up in the attic, find my 4 locations when it's early in the morning and nice and cool, put this on the ground as close as I can to the wall, and also have to account for the lip. So I have to add an extra little bit on there. So the lip is 3/4 of an inch. So I have to be at least 3/4 of an inch away from the ceiling walls up here. I'll need 3/4 inch of clearance in order for the grill, the protector, the edge to fit. And in the bedroom, I got really, really close and I got very, very lucky on that. When I go upstairs, I'll take my template up there with me. So I'm gonna put a small hole in the center of this, and I'm going to take a screwdriver up with me. And what I'll do is once I'm gonna go 1 inch from the wall, from the nearest wall stud, and then I am going to punch a hole through the ceiling with a screwdriver to mark the hole. I'm gonna do that 4 times. Then I'm gonna come back downstairs and I'm going to get my drywall saw out, and I am going to cut some speaker holes. While I'm up there though, I am gonna go ahead and drill out the cap on this top wall here. Right up there, I'm gonna drill through that cap with a 1 inch or bigger paddle bit so that I can run the speaker wires through it. So that is the plan, probably tomorrow morning, but I can definitely get the speakers holes cut and mounted ASAP, probably first thing in the morning around 6 a.m. when it's nice and cool out. All right, guys, I did just get up in the attic and I poked the holes for where I need to cut the speakers for the surround sound. There's one there. I wanted to be further down, but it's almost impossible to get down there, so I just did it right there where I could get to it. And then up here in the front, we're gonna have one, because also I can't get up here to get wire to it. One over here above the fireplace in the corner, and then one up here by the skylight, right next to that light, as close as I could get to the light. So now what I have to do is take my template and get the ladder out and cut some holes. This one I hate.
That's.
I gotta be
I'm scared.
all the way up on the ladder.
I'm scared.
Whoa.
I'm scared.
Whoa.
I don't like this at all.
Alright, I have finished prepping the wires to pull up into the attic for the surround sounds. And so now I have to get up in the attic and feed the wires through the hole that I created and then pull a couple of feet out to connect to the receiver. Here, I got that long string of wires there. Hopefully it doesn't get tangled up. And yeah, I'm gonna go up in the attic and feed this down through. This end is taped up, so it should fit with no problem through the hole. No big deal. And those are the 4 that are going up, and then I'm going to wire them up to the speakers while I'm in the attic. All right, guys, I just got done crawling in the attic and pulling all the wires and connecting them to the new surround sound speakers. Now they are all coming out of this wall plate here. I'm just using a brush plate this time on the bottom. I'm not going to do a complicated setup because I don't have that much space down here to put another box in, and it's getting cluttered. So I'm just using a brush plate. The wires will pass through this brush plate, all of them. There will be 4 speaker wire, actually 5. I haven't run the center channel wire yet. I need to cut that and get that run. There will be 5 speaker wires, 1 for the center channel, and then 4 up there. Yeah, there'll be a Ethernet cable, which will be hardwired. The TV will be hardwired. It will not be using Wi-Fi because the router's right here and the switch. And what else? That is it. HDMI, Ethernet, and 5 speaker wires. So now I'm just waiting for the television to be delivered and the HDMI cable. I have the Govee, the DreamView backlight for the TV here. Uses a camera, really cool. Ethernet cable over here. They sent me the wrong HDMI cable. They sent me a 4-foot. I need an 8-foot, so that is wrong. Actually, no, I do need both. I need both. They did not send me an 8-foot. Okay, I might have. I'll just keep this one. Another piece of the puzzle did come in, and that is we have our banana plugs for the ends of the speaker wires, and we have our long HDMI cable. Now this will actually go from the back of the wall box to the receiver, and then from the TV to the wall box, we have a short HDMI cable for that. But the next thing we are waiting on is our wall box and our TV, and both are scheduled to be here today. Guys, right here in front of me in the Supercar Street Racing living room, we have the Lumery RGB AI Smart Pathway Light Pro Kit, 36 watts, 2800 lumens, RGB AI to look at today on the channel. So let's get rocking. Looking so fresh in this box, and it's sitting right here in front of me, and it is right now also in front of me, the Lumery RGB AI Smart Pathway Light Pro is a 36 watt 2800 lumen smart RGB AI light designed for outdoor use. It is rated at IP65, which we will explain later, and it has 48 feet worth of wire. It is a 4-pack, and today, in about 30 seconds here, we're going to be unboxing this in front of you guys and let you know what we think. We're going to set it up, see how it looks at night, and let you make a decision on whether you trust your money with Lumery. So let's get busy. The Lumery RGB AI Smart Pathway Light Pro sits in front of me inside of this box, right next to my drone. And we're going to open this guy up right now and see exactly what it is made of. But before we do that, we need the Supercar Street Racing knife. All right, inside the box now, and we can see this nicely laid out packaging here. And we can see one light here and one light here, and a nice instruction manual on top from Lumery. And inside of this little package right here, the styrofoam package, we do see the stakes. And here is one of the lights, and they are very, very solidly built. Pretty heavy. There is a good look at them. And if you're wondering if these rotate, they do. So the actual light will rotate. And I would say these weigh a good 2 or 3 pounds. And if you expected them to be plastic, they are not. They are solid metal, so very well built. And they do have on the ends here the quick connectors. The only concern being, of course, is that what do you do with the extra wire if you have less than that amount of space between? And right here and right now is number 2 on the set, which I am just placing back on the table. Then we do have the Lumery remote right here. And it looks like right here is the power supply. And if you're wondering if you're going to be able to use a plug, you can't. You have to use this brick. And then underneath, the same exact thing on the bottom. Let's get all these out of here, get them plugged in and connected to Wi-Fi, and see how this works. Now, my plan was going to be to use these on the dock. I do see that there is a large amount of wire. They give you a lot of extra wire, which in most cases is helpful. But in my case, it's going to mean a lot of wire to hide. And if you look at the control box here, there is a larger plug on this, and that goes right into the bottom of this AC power adapter. And they have it keyed so you can't do this incorrectly. This will only go in one way due to the keying on the bottom. Let's get this connected. Back with the Lumery LED lights, and the very last light will have a single connector on it. All the other ones are Y adapted so that you just go in a chain and it makes your life easier. So let's get these connected up the way that they're supposed to be connected. It took about 10 seconds to connect these lights together. They are keyed in between the connectors so you can't do them wrong. And right here we have the remote control for these guys, but there is already a control right here that allows you to turn them off and on. We do have the app open here, and it wants the Wi-Fi information. All right, so we do see Lumery Pathlights Pro there. It did come back on and ask how many bulbs we have total, and we do have 8, so we hit confirm there. And now we can see the nice little screen here with the colors. It is set on warm white now. Go to color, we can go ahead and set them to whatever we want. I love how bright these are. Our next step is going to be getting them installed on the dock. We do have a challenge. We're going to put one at each corner on the dock and clamp them to the dock using this tape here. This has screw holes in it. We will get it very tight, and then we will clamp these to the dock, and then we have to figure out wire management. I'm kind of leaning on wire management inside. There's a hole right here, but it doesn't go very deep, so you can't put the wire inside there. We're just gonna have to see when we get out there and get this thing connected to power. All right, we are out here at the dock, and we see here that we have the old rope lights installed. Our first job is, these are completely broken, so we have to cut these off and get them right out of there right now. Now we have to be careful while we do this because there are alligators literally everywhere out here. So there might be one up in the yard. Nope, I don't see any there, but we need to be careful. No alligators there. Maybe they are out somewhere resting, but while we're working on this, we got to be really careful, like not to fall in like I almost just did. All right, we have our little friend out here watching, but we have our first light, and what we're going to do is connect this light to this power source here, and then we are going to attach it to the bulkhead, or sorry, the dock, not the bulkhead. All right, I should have painted the other one before I got it on there, but I'm gonna go ahead and pre-paint these black, just the fronts of them, and let them dry for a little bit. They just look really All right, I went ahead and taped up and painted the existing strap so it would not stand out so much. Just waiting for the other plastic straps to dry now. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the tape off and put some clear silicone behind this guy to start holding it. next light is going to go right in the corner here, and we need to make sure that we have it the same distance above the dock. So we're going to grab our measuring tape and just see how many inches we have it below the edge here and match that up completely and try to get it just as tight this time, and then go ahead and silicone seal it together. Okay, it is supposed to rain today, so I went ahead and put a plastic cover over the other one so the silicone could dry. It is not fast drying. Unfortunately, I don't have any. That is a bummer. But I'm going to go ahead and get to work on the second one now that our paint is dry on the strap. Okay, I did get the third light installed. It is a little loose, so I brought some long screws out, and there is an alligator nearby, so I just have to be careful if he starts coming towards me. But I'm going to throw another screw in this one. All right, we have finished attaching the lights to the dock and siliconing around the base. And now all we have to do is run the wires and clamp them up. And I brought clamps out for that. I have a whole kit. So I'm gonna go ahead and connect these and try to keep them from going into the water. And then we have this big control box that we have a lot of wire going to here that we don't need. So we have to tie that up somewhere too and get this control box out, probably up on top of the deck here, the bulkhead. So let's figure this out. All right, we have a ton of power wire and control box wire. We have fine there. That would be the last thing. But we need to get this wire secured under the dock somehow. All right, we have successfully finished tacking up the wires for everything else. Now we have to worry about this super long amount of wire for the controller and how we are going to get that. And I think that we are just going to have to bite the bullet and just tie it up here and be done with it. So we have a good amount on each side here to zip tie up and somehow tack the controller somewhere. I'm thinking right about there. We are all done out here with the install of the Lumery RGB lights, and you can see right here they are on and they are powered by this smart switch. They are also smart themselves, but we are using the smart switch here. It will come on at a certain time, and whatever these guys were set to in the past, they will come back on. We did use these clamps, and we used some clear silicone also. When that dries up, it'll be nice and tight. And we did get the wires all tucked nicely up underneath the dock there. And you can see right here, the lights are on at the moment, and there is what I did. That will all turn clear, so it will not be weird looking. And then we got one over here on this corner and one over here on this corner. And we can turn them one onto the dock and one onto the water to try to make kind of a cool lighting effect. So tonight we'll come back out when it gets dark, check this out, and see how the project finished. All right, we're out here at the dock, and it did turn dark, and Dukes of Duval came over. He's over here chilling underneath the patio, and this is what it looks like at night with the Lumery RGB AI outdoor path lights. You can see that we have one of the two spotlights aimed onto the dock and the other spotlight aimed onto the water, so it lights up the water quite nicely. And it came out really good. It took me about 3 hours to finish this project, only because I had to do special mounting to get them here on the dock with the plumber's tape. But you can see if we step out here just a little bit and take a good look at the dock, it really makes a big difference. And we got rid of the rope light that was around the dock. It was burned out anyway, so this has been a really successful project, and it looks super cool if you're off to the side because the water is all lit up as well. So guys, there'll be a link in the description to this. Lumery, please show your support. They supported the channel, so show your support for them by buying their products through my links, and we will see you guys next time on the channel. Later, Gator. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Supercar Street Racing here, and this morning monetization has disappeared from YouTube completely. It's not available on the actual page. As you can see right here, it would show my revenue, which is abysmal, but there is some revenue coming in from my channel. I do put a lot of work into it. However, it is gone. As you can see right here, it would usually show your money there, and it has nothing there. If you check on YouTube Studio, it's also gone, which leads me to my next thing here. So YouTube does everything possible to make sure that you don't earn revenue on videos. I'll give you some examples. First of all, monetization is turned off by default on all videos, including shorts. Now, you usually take the shorts with your phone, right? So you would think that you could turn that on with YouTube Studio. It's not available anywhere in YouTube Studio. You have to either trick this app, and actually YouTube app, by logging onto a web browser, and it has to be in desktop mode in order to get to the studio part of YouTube, which is where I am right now on this page. Or well, really, that's it. You have to be on a PC and log into the actual desktop site to turn on monetization. So let's say that you're on a trip and you're gone for 6 months and you don't have access to a PC. Well, you either have to delete YouTube Studio completely, because when you install YouTube Studio, it associates the studio link in the web browser with YouTube Studio app. So you can't get to the desktop part of YouTube either to go in and turn on monetization. It's super annoying. You have to, every single video, you have to go set a rating. So you have to tell it if the video contains certain things that YouTube has an issue with. So they make it very difficult for you to make money. It also doesn't pay very much. In order to really earn on YouTube, you have to be making, you need hundreds of thousands of video hits. 1,000 here and there will not get you any money. You might get $1 or $2 a month. Now you can also earn money on AdSense and things like that. And also Amazon, I earn money from people clicking through my links. So yeah, so I will show you here that monetization is gone. You don't see any money here. If you go to my content, there's no monetization tab available there. If you go into the monetization link, it just says the actual whole settings. It says set up in progress. So something is broken today on YouTube. Not surprised, but as of now, we can't do any monetization on our YouTube videos. Guys, all you can do, also, if you go in to try to chat with a rep, it always says all specialists are busy. Please try again later. So I will put some screenshots up during this video of the monetization stuff missing, and then hopefully they get this fixed soon. I know a lot of people are probably emailing and calling them. It's probably a bug in their code. It's not your channel, most likely. If you don't have monetization options, hopefully it'll be back soon. Guys, thanks so much for watching, and I wish it wasn't so difficult to try and just pay for basic things with YouTube. I wish I could just make enough money to pay for a new camera or things like that, but unfortunately, does not generate that much revenue. Guys, have a great day. As always, thank you for your support, and I look forward to the next video soon. Hey guys, welcome back to Supercar Street Racing. I hope you guys had a great Christmas. And today we have this carbon fiber dash kit, and I have to figure out a way to put this ignition switch back in. There's instructions right there. So today we're going to start looking at this carbon fiber dash and figuring out how to get this thing back installed so that we can use this cart again. I did get some other stuff done that I will explain here on Supercar Street Racing. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Supercar Street Racing here. Hope you guys had a Merry Christmas, and New Year's is coming up, and hope you guys have some big plans for New Year's. But you can see here the cart is in shambles. This is just the wiring harness. Literally was just stuffed back in there, and I'm going to clean it up when I put it back. But we need to run some wiring from the front to the back. We are going to be running speaker wires. We will have two crossovers in here under the dash for the front component, 6.5-inch speakers, and then we will run the wire down through the trough right there where the other wiring will go, and it goes up into a little indentation in the dash right there on the end. You can see it. I did clean up underneath the mat completely, and I also got all the rust and stuff off of this plate where the accelerator pedal goes, and I did paint it black, or plastic dip it black, and you can see a big difference there. It looks really good. Came out awesome. The seats also came out great. Did those with the Duplicolor vinyl paint, and it looks like it's stuck perfectly. There's no more brown left except this brown stitching, and that is acceptable because you can barely see it. I think if I wanted to, I could get like a dye pen and just run across these stitches and make them black. But for now, our goal is to get the ignition switch off of this panel. Here is the switch panel. We are not using anything off of this panel again except for this ignition switch, and we will make a new label or get one. We're not using that, and we're not using the battery indicator, but we are going to take from this round charge thing here, and that is going to power our USB charger and voltage indicator that won't be here till Wednesday, at which time we will have to put a hole in this dash to put our charge indicator in. Don't know where that'll be yet, depends on how big it is, but I'm thinking somewhere in here, maybe right in the center, but we won't know till we get it. So first things first, we gotta disassemble this panel. Back here in the Supercar Street Racing awesome kitchen, and we've been doing some tequila shots here, me and Susie. And today we have not this and not this knife, but we do have the instrument panel here from the Club Card Precedent, and we need to go over a few things here. But first we need to get some sort of table condom so we don't mess up the table. This wonderful IKEA table. Get that tequila cap over there. And so looking at this instrument cluster here, we have on this side, this is an older cart, so 2014, so we have the battery dead indicator, which we don't need anymore. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and pop that out. But first, we are going to disconnect. Actually, we're not even gonna take it out. There's no reason to take it out. So we're gonna pop these spade connectors off. And they are in there good. Then what we're gonna do is cut these zip ties, but we're also gonna label this stuff so that if we want to reuse it in the future, we can. All right, guys, welcome back. Here is the carbon fiber dash, and it comes with a, well, it did come with a something taped to the back. Now I have to find it. If I don't have that, I'm in trouble. All right, I had a mini panic attack because I lost this important piece of goodness. Now, this says for the ignition, locate the metal ring, that's this. Slide the ring onto the stock ignition and install the ignition in the dash. Be sure to install the ring with the notch lined up with the corresponding locating pin on the ignition. So here is the notch. And okay, so there's the locating pin. See the pin? And it says, slide the ring on the stock ignition. There's the locating pin. Right there. Goes on just like that. And it says now to drop it onto the floor like an idiot would. Okay. Now, what does it say? Wish I had a new piece for this. Slide the ring on stock ignition. Install the ignition dash. Be sure to install the ring with the notch lined up where the corresponding locating pin on the ignition. Install the plastic ring back onto the front of the dash to conceal the nut. Okay, so I'm guessing, so here's the hole. That's what she said. Back here with the cart, got the ignition switch installed, and these are the ignition wires we labeled. They are green and blue, and we clearly have a label on here, which I'm glad we do. This one goes to green, and I think they were this way. Alright guys, back outside with the club car and the dash. I got my trusty screwdriver out with my bit, and these things just really just come right out, no problem. All right, now I get it. Now I got to try to figure out how to reinstall this blinker. All right, I got the steering wheel on, and after a lot of back and forth, I got the blinkers back on, finally figured that out, that I was using the wrong screws. And so the next step is we got to leave all this loose because we're doing stuff behind the dash, and we need to actually be able to slide the dash up, and that will be next. Okay, I struggled with this dash for a minute, but I finally understand, and it looks so good. So high-trained. Look at this thing, dude. This thing is awesome. I was like, this doesn't fit at all, and then I realized the back part of the dash has to tuck under the cart, and then this part goes over it, and now it is pretty snug. This is going to be so good once we have everything installed. I'm really excited about this. And yeah, kind of want to paint this steering wheel column. It's all scratched up, so I might do that as well. We'll see. Oh! Ow! Shit. This is bad. Ow. Oh shit. Whoa! No! No! It's gonna flip! Ah! Shit. Okay. I remember this. 4K. Let's do it. Oh shit. This thing will be so cool. Oh! Drifting! Drifting!
I don't want to get stuck in the mud.
You're gonna have to go pretty fast to get through that. Shit. Are we fucked?
No, but I'm not going to sit here and push this thing, so I'm not going
No.
back and promise
Okay.
that.
Alright. We need a 4x4.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
Already?
Yeah.
Hold on.
No track. Oh, we got it. We got it. Yep. We got it. Ah!
It's spinning. There's another path. Hold on.
Dude, wheels aren't white anymore. Used to be. Shit. Yes. Oh my god. You feel every little. Yeah. Ow! Ah! Oh! Ah!
You're good.
Fuck.
You're good.
Views. More views. Best camera ever. Oh, fuck. Oh shit.
Mud.
Damn. Need a GoPro. That's what we need. GoPro mount right here. To rip the thing through the woods. Okay. Oh!
Hold on! Hold on!
No! Oh no! Oh my. Oh shit. Okay. Damn. Straight up off-roading.
I haven't been down here in a while. Oh, this feels tough.
We need a mount for this thing. Oh!
Oh,
Tire swing! Tire pump!
you want to swing on it? I'll
Tire
take
pump.
videos.
Dude, tire pump.
You that guy?
What are you crazy? Dude, I saw him the other day at the gas station getting Bud Light. No joke. Him and his buddy. Ow! Fuck. This thing is, there's no forgiveness at all in the suspension work. This is going live. Oh! Oh! Drift! Adam LC! Damn, this thing has got. Oh! Oh! So close. Dude, this is sick. This is sick. I'm never taking my cart back here, ever.
should.
No!
That's
Dude,
cool.
they
Get
got-
away my pedal.
Dude, a side-by-side back here would be so fun.
Oh,
Surfboard.
you better hurry up. We gotta move this thing because here comes the yellow flies.
Okay.
You hear them coming?
No. Oh, there they are! Why are they coming after us? Why are they chasing us? Fuck. Ow! No! Ow! Okay, that was not drama. That was real. Shit. Hell yeah. Rip it. Rip. Oh,
Oh, it's just a fucking circle.
shit!
Why do we go down this fucking bullshit?
This thing's fucking cool, man. This thing gets down. I love. Ow! I love it. My spine is like. Oh, fuck. Oh shit! I need it. Ow! Dude! Holy shit! That's not. I thought you were going down. Ow! God damn it! Oh fuck! Dude, that one drop off was a ravine. We hit that thing hard. Go that way. No! Oh, whoa, there's water down there.
Yeah.
Shit. That's the best video. This could get 1 million. Shit. Ow! God
Right,
damn.
yeah, right.
Oh, shit. Oh, this is going straight on the chin. Whose house is that? God.
That was it.
I think it's broken now. It's broken for sure. There's no way this thing still works. Damn. That was sick. Now we just launch in the river. God, dude, this thing is a spine breaker. We definitely need like one of those fucking like, what is it?
Shots?
Oh yeah, that. But like, no, the camera mount. The what do they call it? The one that like gimbal.
Oh, yeah.
Gimbal. We need a gimbal. Oh.
You want to see something crazy?
Okay.
Watch this. Watch all the yellow flies.
They're gonna come straight to us.
They're coming to us.
There they are.
You see them?
Yep.
Look at them. Look at them.
I got them. Got him.
You see them?
Yep.
Here they come by the droves.
Dude, this thing's will fucking bite the shit out of you too. Later, Gator. It's a turbo sound. Oh, my back. My neck. My back. My... Oh, a target. Yeah, it's going straight up. Dude, the flies are crazy out here. Oh! Ow!
Oh, shit! Shit!
We're gonna flip this bitch. This is so cool. I remember we came up here last time. Oh, shit. Somebody left their fucking container out here. Dude. You can't even tell on camera. Like when we upload this, it's gonna look tame, but like in real life,
Yeah.
you're feeling the shit. Like that hits your spinal cord. Whoa!
Little-
Drift!
Oh.
Tail out! Drift! Ow! God. What's in here though?
Here, you want one?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
I'm gonna get stuck.
That one's empty, that one's empty, that one's empty. There's like 2 left. All the ultras are gone. Oh! Oh, fuck! That thing hit me in the face. What's gonna be? Oh, shit! Everything's... It's all shook up. Oh!
Oh, we gotta climb this hill. You ready?
I mean, not really. Oh! Ow! I almost lost the beer, for real. Beer.
Pour it out the sides.
Beer. Beer almost went. Went bye-bye. All right. All right, guys, so we are on February 8th here doing our weigh-in. Let's see what happens. Don't look at my weird feet, please. All right, we're at 151. I actually said 150 earlier today, but I did drink some water. So we're at 151 on day 38.
Reach out for the new, that means you too. I forgot the rest of the song.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Friday, and we got a little project going on today for the What's up, everybody? Headed to get the wheels and tires put on right now at Visual Effects Body Shop. First, I get to sit through the most terrible traffic in Orange Park. Did get out of work early today, which was cool. Won an award at my work meeting, so that was also awesome. Headed that way. Hit you guys up again when I get there. What's going on, guys? Just got back from the body shop that does the fender rolling. Ended up not having to roll the fenders. That's the good news. The wheels and tires look sick, and in about 5 seconds you're going to see the reveal. Okay, guys, I just got back from the body shop, and it's time for the big reveal. What kind of wheels did I get? So, boom. These are the new wheels and tires. These are, sorry about the truck that just went by, guys. These are HRE FF01 in tarmac, which looks absolutely amazing on this car. It looks so great. I never imagined how good that would look with that 1-inch drop and the black badges and accents. Really came out nice. I mean, I even think the front could maybe be dropped another 1/2 inch or so, but wow, what a difference that makes. Looks great. So these are the HRE FF01 in tarmac black, and they are, 1 second, I'll be right back with all the specs. All right, these are 20/9 in the front with a 25 offset, 20/10.5 in the back with a 35 offset, and the sizes are rear 305, 25, 20, I believe. Yeah, 305, 25, 20 there. Good shot of the new brakes as well. And the fronts are 255, 25, 20. The tires are Michelin Pilot Super Sports. So these are replacing all season radials that were on the car before. And I gotta say, wow, what a great looking car that turned out to be with those wheels. So the next thing that's coming is some interior modifications, and they are on the way here now. That will be my next video. I'm so glad you guys are sticking around to see the cool things going on with the car. Makes me happy when you guys click and view. So please subscribe, thumbs up, all that stuff. We'll see you guys. If you have any questions, post it in the comments. Absolutely. That did come out good, man. And we are getting it. I mean, it's got to be like 50-mile-an-hour winds. Just now, we had gusts that like. That just feels like a hurricane. Alright guys, we're taking a look at the Bikold factory, wherever that may be, and yeah, so this is just a look at how they actually produce the mirrors. So you can see people working on the mirrors here, you can see them assembling, creating a little bar that the mirrors hang on, and then the thermal, the dehumidify thing that's on the inside there, you can see it part of this video. You can see them putting the frames on the mirrors too, doing all the assembly on the mirrors. Yeah, so I just thought it was kind of a cool little video to put at the front so you guys could see more about Bikold and the way that they create these mirrors. So have a look at this video and then we'll get right into the product. Hey guys, welcome to button you can dim and then change to dehumidify, and All right, guys, taking a look at the Wi-Fi clock app for the smart mirror. Just wanted to go through this real quick with you guys at the end of the video here, but or I might just drop this in right where we were talking about it. But basically here you can see both of the mirrors here, and if you click on the mirror, you got your basic settings here. So you can change the clock format, make it beep when you press the buttons. You can change the month of day format and make the degrees Celsius or Fahrenheit. And then you can change, I guess, the brightness to full normally. Or you can let it, I guess it can come on at a different brightness. I don't have any alarms set on the mirrors. That's how you set an alarms. Here's where you set where you are. So that's how it knows the weather. Not sure what sleep mode is. Here's your firmware version. And it looks like that the devices are on the latest firmware, and then you can remove your devices here. But yeah, so you can choose between each mirror here, and you can see one of them thinks the humidity is 24% and the other one thinks it's 25%. That has a lot to do with the position where it is in the house. And then if we go to the little menu screen, it shows you the software version and all that. So this is how you configure the smart mirrors. Oh no, I'm completely out of tequila. Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm not. Let's go. All right, guys, we are out here in front of the 4K production studio, and today we're taking a look at my 99% finished 4K production studio on Supercar Street Racing.